With phones getting consistently bigger, wearables, especially smartwatches, are getting very popular in terms of fitness tracking and other variety of functionalities. What was once a niche is now a multi-billion-dollar industry. Sure, the Fitbits and Apple Watches rule the market, but those are not the only ones manufacturing quality smartwatches. And bringing on the heat is the new Honor MagicWatch 2 with its bigger battery, bigger display, and a better processor than its predecessor. So let's discover more about the device in this review. Starting off, the Honor MagicWatch 2 is available in two sizes, 46mm and 42mm. The 42mm variant comes with a few visual differences than its larger 46mm counterpart, which apart from the smaller watch case is also reflected on the dial as it does not have a tachymeter. Besides that, the smaller size also brings about a sacrifice in battery, and thus the 42mm Honor MagicWatch 2 only promises a week's battery life as opposed to 46mm 2 weeks, but more on that later. The unit we are reviewing is the bigger 46mm charcoal black variant. Also, the Honor MagicWatch 2 is strikingly identical with the Huawei Watch GT 2. They pack the same specs underneath, and discounting the red accent on the top button on the MagicWatch 2, you wouldn't be able to tell one from another. Despite this, the Watch GT 2 is slightly costlier among the two. And since both Huawei and Honor are two sides of the same coin, this may be a strategy to establish Honor as an affordable brand. Well, I don't know that for sure, but does this indicate any sort of inferiority in the MagicWatch 2? Absolutely not. It looks and feels as well built as any other smartwatch out there. With stainless steel and plastic build materials used, this watch is very light on the hand and you'll easily get used to it. There are two buttons on the right side of the MagicWatch 2 and a speaker grill beneath the two of them. Looking at the bottom, you'll find the big heart rate sensor, which is also where you would attach the magnetically attached circular charging disc. Moreover, the 22mm rubber-made strap is also really comfortable on the hands. The watch is guaranteed to fit comfortably in the hands of almost every size because of the numerous adjustment holes present in the strap. You put it on like you would an ordinary watch, though Honor has thrown in an extra band retainer for more secure and tighter fit. Getting to the display, you get a 1.39-inch AMOLED panel that gets plenty bright even in bright sunny days outdoors, so I don't have any issue with its visibility. There are 6 different levels of brightness to choose from, and I set my unit to auto. The colors are vivid and overall the display is nice to look at. Similarly, there are a bunch of watch faces to choose from too. Although limited in number as compared to Apple's or Samsung's, Honor is frequently updating the selection, so I am sure you will find one that will match your preference. Matter of fact, I've come to like this watch face in particular, which shows you all the information you need like date, time, battery level, heart rate, temperature, and others in a neatly organized setting. Moving on to the controls, it's pretty easy getting around on the Honor MagicWatch 2. First, let's talk about the buttons. The top button with the red accent lists out all the apps installed, including the settings, and also functions as the home button. Similarly, the bottom button can be customized to launch any installed app or settings you'd like. In my case, I've configured it to launch my daily activity records. The buttons do rotate as well, but they don't serve any purpose in the process, which I think is weird. The MagicWatch 2 also supports touch and swipe controls. A swipe to either left or right from the home screen takes you to menus like heart rate, stress, weather, music, and the activity ring. Likewise, a swipe from the top launches the basic command center, while a swipe from the bottom shows you the notifications. What's interesting here is that the watch can only hold a few notifications in its memory. If you don't clear the notifications, you won't be alerted to new ones. Also, you can go back from a certain screen by swiping to the right, while the race to wake screen works like a charm. Talking about fitness and health tracking, this thing is designed with athletes in mind and thus has a wide array of fitness tracking features. You can set personal goals in each of them with regard to distance, time, and calories. It also comes with voice-over guidance, which leads you throughout your fitness mode and also informs you of any milestone you may have achieved during it. And for any outdoor workouts, the watch also makes use of its dual positioning GPS. I was very excited to test that out, but was met with a slight level of disappointment when I got to. Maybe it's the geography of Kathmandu, but the watch would not latch on to the GPS signal as frequently as you'd want. It wouldn't work in my neighborhood, which is a pretty congested area, so I did a little digging to find out if this was an underlying issue with the watch itself. So I watched a couple of other reviews, but most of them vouched words of praise on how fast and accurate this GPS was. I did manage to lock in the watch's GPS during my walk to work, and it was pretty accurate. This led me to a conclusion that this is a regional issue and not something that is inherently wrong with the watch itself. Aside from these, the Honor MagicWatch 2 also comes with heart rate monitoring. I did compare it against the Mi Band 4, which is known to give a quite reliable reading. In this test, both devices gave similar results, though I would lean a little heavier onto the MagicWatch 2. There is also a stress reader on the watch, which is an added feature as compared to its predecessor. To get started and calibrate your stress level, the watch uses heart rate sensor data and a couple of opinion-based questionnaires. Likewise, you can set up count and sleep tracking too, which are fairly accurate. And if you are a devoted runner, the MagicWatch 2 also has 13 different running courses to improve and track your performance. And also, because it is 5 ATM water resistant, the watch makes full use of it by allowing you to monitor your swimming performance in depth. Now, all of your workout records can be viewed in the watch itself, though it can be viewed in much more detail in the official app, which is the Huawei Health. And full disclosure, if you are planning on using the Honor MagicWatch 2 with your iPhone, simply don't. That is because features like stress monitoring and personalized watch faces are not available on iOS devices. With all that out of the way, you're still prompted to install Huawei mobile services in order to be able to use the Huawei Health app. The home screen of the app shows you the basic info about your fitness records. There's a dedicated exercise tab where you can initiate different workouts. I made use of it when the watch's GPS wouldn't latch in and had to use the phone's GPS. Remember how I said the Honor Magic 2 has a speaker? Yes, that is for playing music or using it as a speakerphone. Using the app, you can transfer music to the watch itself for playing them online, and Honor has set aside 2 GB of the total 4 GB for that purpose. Felt like I somehow teleported to 2012 while transferring music from my phone to this watch. If that is not your jam, you can even control the playback of music playing on your phone too. You can also link the Huawei Health's data to Google Fit, and it works pretty well. Be that as it may, the automatic synchronization of data between the two apps was quite toweling, so I would frequently perform a manual data sync. Besides these, you can view or edit your personal info, review weekly or monthly performances, etc. too. If you are ever on the fence about the battery life on smartwatches, the Honor MagicWatch 2 will surprise you. It's got a big 455 mAh battery, which the company promises will last you 2 full weeks. And in my testing, the watch absolutely delivered on that promise. I had activated active heart rate and stress monitoring, sleep analysis, and even played music a couple of times just for the heck of it, and the watch managed to last me exactly 2 weeks, which is impressive. The splendid battery life may also be thanks to Huawei's custom energy-efficient Kirin A1 chip and the Light OS powering the MagicWatch 2. Despite the Light OS aiding better battery endurance, it also leads to the downfall of experience on the watch. The UI is pretty well designed and all, but it's not just fluent enough. You're bound to come across a noticeable level of stutter here and there while operating the watch. But I wish that was the end of it. The problem is the MagicWatch 2 does not run on Wear OS from Google. This means that there is no third-party app support, there is limited watch faces, and you can perform no action with the notifications you receive except for viewing and clearing them. So much for a smartwatch. What's left? Yes, you can also make calls and receive calls directly from the watch, as it has a microphone and a built-in speaker. The call quality is great, both on the receivers and callers' end, with voices being heard clearly. However, that was not the case in a noisy outdoor situation. Also, the speaker is quite easy to block, especially if you wear the watch on your left hand. All in all, the Honor MagicWatch 2 is a great fitness tracker with a horde of workout options for you to record and revise. Apart from that, it is very well built and feels very comfortable on the hands while also looking fashionable. That's not all. The battery on it lasts way longer than what we've come to expect from a smartwatch. With so much going for it, the Honor MagicWatch 2 is sadly not a perfect smartwatch. In fact, it skims on most of the smart features because of its light OS. But if you are someone who does not care about that and are looking for a good fitness tracker, then this one's for you. So do you like the Honor Magic Watch too? Do let us know in the comments below. Till then, I'm Pratima Adhikari and thank you for watching.